All right, we are in the Firelight 9-hole cup. I did a practice round yesterday in from the Pro Tees with my auto account here. Started off actually pretty good, and then I fell apart like a cheap clock. It wasn't the holes. Like, I think everything here is absolutely makeable. Like, there isn't anything here that's surprising. But there are a couple of these holes that if you screw up your drive, you're in a world of hurt. I'm not sure. I'm just going to bring out a 3-power ball. Because if I had a 3-power, let's see if I had a 3-power topspin boost ball. I don't think I have any in this account. I do not. I do not. So I'm going to bring out just a regular Kingmaker, Heartbreaker. I think I will use that bag. And we're ready to roll. Ready. I'm just going to play these holes blind. I'm going to act like I'm playing one-on-one, and I'm going to go out there and I'm trying to get on the green and get minimum score so we can force a shootout. No risk taking. I tell myself that now, then I gotta hold myself back. This is where you need a caddy. Your caddy's like, hey dude, remember the plan? Remember what we talked about? Remember the deal? You're deviating from the plan. Okay, 5, 4, 5. 3 is 4, 5. I'm going to do a half. I'm going to come off that just a little. And I hit it 5,000 rings great to the left, which is the side I was... which is probably a good thing. I was on the fence there on whether or not I was over curling. I need to turn my damn grid on. The old test pattern. Here. Oh, I guess I better turn the game on before it errors me out. Now, probably already too late. There we go. I got it. I got back. I was using a katana yesterday, and I probably could have used the katana right there. I probably wasted a 3-power ball. If I can find all my stuff. Okay. It's alright, dude. It's okay, man. It's alright. It'll be okay. Ah, I'm in my Hornet. I'm at Max Hornet, which is 1 per ring. One per ring, 5.2. There's 5, 2, 3. I'm gonna add on 1 to everything I did today. Oh fuck, and I hit at 7,000 rings straight to the left. 7,000 rings. That was every bit of 2. That was a solid 2. Fuck. Dagnabbit. wasn't paying attention on the shot, on the drive shot, and I actually thought I was in the rough. I was kind of surprised I wasn't. I was all prepared to take that shot with my Nirvana. But no, you had to hit it into the fairway. And we were both big losers. I like this hole though. We got serious opportunities on this hole. Especially if you don't over curl it like that. You can get a run on it and get up there into your shit. You could probably get in a wedge. The judge smiles. ASU Sun Devils. It's like the biggest party school in the United States. Arizona State. All right, there we go. That was hole number 1. Let's see what we can get done on hole number 2. What do we got? Is this a par 3? This is a par 3. This is the... I think I can bring out... I think last time with the ball, I think I might have to bring out a bigger power ball just to get me down into the zone. I'd like to get way down in it, especially with this wind. I'm going to try a Quasar just to see if a Quasar will get me down there on red line, and if not, I'll switch to a 3 power ball. It'll work. I mean, obviously, you can take the shot from up here. You can take it with any ball. 1.3 times whatever the wind is, wherever the hell I'm at in my club. Judge Schmales goes first. Using a Cataclysm, using a Sniper, using a Guardian. Guardian's a good choice, actually. Like, where the fuck are you trying to put that, dude? Well, I suppose they're trying to push it. How do you ever recognize where the 8.5 is going to push you if you never put it to that spot? And so you've made an adjustment. Like, how people that make those types of adjustments, like, they must have a spot down there that they've shot that 1,000 times and they know. How do you figure that out? How does that work? Inquiring minds want to know. We do. Seven, 8, 7.8, 10.14 rings. There's 10.14. Oh, that's the worst side. Oh, I barely. Yeah, that's the worst side. If I overpulled it, I was right there by that rough, and then I hit it great on the side where that rough is at. And if you go back and rewind the video, there couldn't have been a blade of grass between my ball and the rough. That was the worst side to hit it to. I probably overpulled it on that too. I did a 30% adjustment on it. With that wind having to do that, I should have probably should have cut that down a little just to be safe. In the hole. I barely made that. I almost jacked that up. Jeez, I feel lucky I made it past the first hole. Fuck. Or the second hole. Jeez. What's the deal? Let's get away from that hole. Let's get away. Hole number 3. Koh Hong Resort. We're trying to take that lower route. I do like this. Let me look at this hole. Do I have this hole? What hole is this? This is hole number 3. And, alright. That is And I'm going to take a... you can do it with a katana, but you can find yourself in a situation on the second shot where you're a little short of being able to do the rough bump. So I'm going to bring out a power 3 ball just to help get me down there. And I'm going to bring my extra mile. No, I don't think I need my extra mile. My APOC's fine. APOC is fine. I'm looking ahead. I'm starting to screw myself up. I should just go from one hole to the next and just plan. What was you trying to be prepared? There's no being prepared. It's a freaking tournament. You just go out there and play it. What do you mean notes? You get no notes. I don't need no stinking notes. I know you don't need to get a mile when you're doing this drive shot. The whole deal is you just need to get down there far enough that you're in range to do the rough bump. Even though you may not do the rough bump, you want to give yourself all of the options. There's 3 different ways that you can go at the cup down there, and you want to have all 3 at your disposal. You can pick which one's the best based off the wind. See where my opponent's at. 383. They're way up there too. They've almost put the tree in play. Okay, 7.5 is a ring set. If I add on some. Man, I thought that was perfect. It slowed down. It was doing the thing like it was going to lock into it, and then it slipped over at the last second. That sucks. $374. Straight up line, right at it. There is a great shot from over here coming down. See if my opponent can get it in. Get it in. Get in the hole, ball. Get in the hole. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Just a bit outside. Let's see which way we can go at it. I'm not sure. I don't have enough distance to get up there. You can get over to the other side. There's a rough bump you can do down on the bottom of that. But evidently, I'm not going to be able to do it. $7.5. I'm going to do 7.5. There's 5, 6, 7, 5. Perfect. Perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in. Yeah, you rat bastard. I did a 10% yesterday, and I was like, wow, you did too much. So I did 0 today, and it was like, no, you need to do 10%. Didn't we tell you that yesterday? Oh, yesterday. Oh, yeah. Rat bastard. That shot right there will work, but if you want to take the rough bump on the other side, you'll have to bring out a bigger ball. You really can't hit any farther forward. My opponent was on the edge there with their shot. If they would have hit it any farther forward, you start to put that tree into play where you have to, the trees right here and the greens here, and you start to cover this area where you got to come around the tree and you got to start putting side spin on it. You may not be able to use the top, and it starts to make this rough bump in here at the wrong angle. So you'd bring out a bigger ball just to stretch out your red line on the second shot. Shit, from where we were at, it'd probably take a 5-power ball, and even then I don't know if you have enough unless you brought out a big dog or a bigger hitting club. Maybe. Hole number 4, what do we got here? Oh, this par 3. This is money. Damn. Times the wind divided by, I think I'm in. I'm going to take this. I don't think we need a big ball to do this. Maybe. It's all about pushing our red line forward. Let's go see what we can do. We got a serious shot at hole-in-one here. If we can get down into the zone. Times whatever the wind is. Whatever the wind is. They got a big dog and a 3-power ball. Max backspin. I'm not a fan of hitting from the top of that hill. And I'm not a fan of doing this yet either. You don't need to do any of this. You can actually, if you got a club that's got like 3 or 4 backspin, you can do the same shot I'm doing. But like hitting from back out there, you got no. Your ball can hit that and take some wild bounce off to the left or the right, and you're so far back from the deal, you're automatically, and you can. It is a losing proposition hitting anywhere on this hole other than in the front. Now, from the expert tees, they might have a different take on that, but this is the deal. I want to be on this side. .5, and I'm in mid club. Divided by 1.1, 7.6. So we're just doing 7.6 rings. All right, sure, fine. Let me do all that math, and then 5, 6, 7, 6. Oh fuck! I'm getting lag. My ball guy definitely lagged there. Lagged. I'm jumping around. Now they did that big up. This is what's funny. Anybody here that plays any other game, they do an update. You go to turn the game on and you got 42 updates to do, and it's updating the thing, and it takes it a couple seconds, and you get done and they go, hey, thanks for doing the update. Here's the things we did, and here's a free gift, and here's some stuff to go out and play and have some fun today. And 99 times out of 100 you blow that shit immediately, right? It was just a, hey, they gave me 10 balls, or they gave me whatever they gave you. Playdemic doesn't do that shit. They were down the other day, and my buddy from Thailand called and was like, they were down for 4 hours doing that update. For me, it was while I was sleeping, so they always do the updates while I'm sleeping, so I never catch the updates. But for all the other half of the world that's out there, they did the old update, and they didn't give them shit for it. They don't give people shit for shit. That's it. Screw you guys. Screw you. What do I have there? I have 3 of those 3-power, 4 side spin, 5 wind balls. Those might make this shot a little bit better. Okay, I got the right stuff. Okay, that's it. That's it. 1.1 times whatever the wind is divided by 1.5. All right. Man, I got lucky yesterday. I'm convinced. I need to come out here and practice this hole, but I'm convinced that from the Pro Tees you can do a max overpower. And I'm not even sure if you have to do a max overpower hook, but you probably do. You can do a max overpower shot on the right hand side and bridge this whole chasm and end up on the other side. You might have to do it with your big topper. I think they might be in some trouble. I have never been a fan of hitting out there to the tip. I will tell you that. I mean, I am not a fan of that. Okay, I gotta pinch this in order to make that. So I'm gonna be 1.5 rings off. And man, that to me, normally on a max curl shot, I like to be 3. So I am pinching it. 4 rings is 6. And I'm going to do a half. Isn't it perfect? And I'm going to clip, I should make this, but right here on this second bounce up in this corner, it's whether or not I can clear that corner with that side spin and end up right there. Right there. And that shot works. That works right there. And there is an adjustment that needs to be done here. It looks like it's absolutely flat, but it seems like there is an adjustment, like we need to do like a 5% or plus 10 or plus 0.1, or there is a light adjustment that we need to do here, and I don't know what it is, so I'm going to do 5%. I am going to make an adjustment, but that's it. Times whatever the wind is. 5% is probably only like plus 1 or something. Well, in that case right there with the 6-4 wind, 10% would be 0.6, so 5% would be 0.3. Where the fuck did that go? That went into the rocks, and it's going to bounce, come flying up over the other side. It works. What's the wind? 6.5. Where am I at? There's max. There's min. So I'm in the 1.1 per ring divided by 1.1. 6.3 rings. .3 rings. There's 5, there's 6, there's the 3. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Eagle! Look at that. I knew there was an adjustment that you need to make there. If I wouldn't have done the plus, and I added on one too, because I'm trying to get into how to add on one, because it seems like a lot of these holes, it would have been 5-9 instead of 6-3. So definitely adding on a little. Definitely. All right, there we go. What's hole number 6? All right, this hole right here is all about one shot at a time. You've got to hit the drive right in order to be, if you tank that drive, you are, the word starts with an F and ends with a D, and it's got 4 letters that are primary and an ED at the end. You are in a world of hurt, and you almost, not so sure, no, I think if you get up there far enough with a power 3 ball, the thing is you can bring out a power 4 ball and it'll help you on the second shot. Like it makes sure that you're in the range that you want to be in to take the rough bump. But I'm going to bring out which way's the wind blowing? I'm going to bring out a Titan. The king of balls. And my number 5 bag. may switch to my number one bag just because I'm trying to get as much distance as I can here, and my extra mile's got a little bit more topspin. Has a little bit less raw distance, and that raw distance is actually bigger than you think. It's only 3 yards on the thing, but it's massive. It's massive out on the course. Massive. It's big. It's huge. Dare I say gargantuan. Let me go first. Okay, this shot right here is everything. 5-2. Let's switch to my number one bag. I'm going to run all the topspin. Run. Aim towards here and then curl it up just a little. Okay, 5-2. Should be 2.72 rings. 275. And then I can slightly lean to the left. And hit a 1 ring grate to the right. Which shouldn't affect that shot at all. With the little teeny bit of lean that was on there, it's going to hit to the left here, but it's going to start going right and into the rough. God damn it. I screwed up on this hole yesterday. And it's a super easy drive shot. It's just one shot at a time. What the fuck are you doing? Now, here's where I made my mistake yesterday. I screwed the drive up, but if you're playing one-on-one, you get up on the green, you recover, you move on to the shootout. And what I did was I tried to get aggressive yesterday and tried to go for it and ended up tanking my shot. I have to commit that I'm going to have some work to do at the end of this shot, but I'm going to have work to do that can be done. My opponent's in the perfect spot. How hard is that? They got a rough bump, straight up rough bump right there. Beautiful shot, beautiful. Beauty. Six, 8. There's 2, 4, 6, 7. I barely made that. Barely. Barely. Almost ended myself up in trouble again. Man, and yesterday my opponent was in the same spot. They were in the perfect spot and they did the same thing. They went for it instead of going for the rough bump right here. There you go. Go for the rough. Oh, no. Now you're just moving for the wind. Jeez, there's that perfect rough bump there. I mean, beautiful, especially with this wind. It is beautiful. That sand plays it has no ring distortion, no nothing. That is a beautiful, beautiful way to go at it. And nobody's doing it. What the heck? Alright, forced a shootout. I tanked my drive, but still was able to recover. That's the goal. And good luck in the tournament. Good luck. Good game. And rolling, Mrs. Dwayne. All right, that was not the Albie shot we were looking for. Okay, so this hole here, I'm going to play with a Kingmaker. Kingmaker. Man, oh man. I ended up in the water yesterday. Let me think about this hole for a second. Let's look at it. Yeah, smooth. I'm going to take a safety break. I had to take a safety break and look at this hole. Let me think. I want to go the smart move. I'm going to tell you right now. The smart move is to come over here and lay it up and then do the bounce off the island and go right at the hole. That's the smart move. That way the wind's going directly to the cup, and so on your second shot, if you can hit it perfect, especially if you can lay it up like down in this area so you're not getting all the way to the end so that the wind is lined up perfect. If you go over here, your second shot's going to be in a side wind. So normally in tournament play, I would work out the shot and go this way, but because I haven't practiced and we're just trying to get minimum score, I'm going to play the safe route. The safe route. And I can bring out a katana for that. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Let's bring out a Titan. Just in case we need that power on the second shot to get to the rough bumper. We'll see. We'll see what the deal is. Switch back to my number 5 bag. I could probably use my number 2. The Rock. This is an accurate shot. You're just trying to get down to the end. You're laying it up, so you want to bring out the most accurate shit, best ball guide you got. You can try and bridge the gap here to end up over here. In most cases, you'll clip the rough and bleed out, and you'll be right here. But obviously, the goal would be to catch it and roll out and not get caught up along the bottom edge. You tend to, because of how much curl you have to put on it, you're drifting on this side. A bigger side spin ball helps because it helps pull you more towards the fairway, but you got to get way up there in order to get the premium shot. Ooh, that good might be not good. They left themselves lots of room. Lots and lots of room. But that right there happens a lot, where you just roll out at the end and you end up in the rough. Alright, let's switch to the old number 2 bag. Let's put on a couple backspin, and let's end up in that area right there. Now, what's the premium spot? Actually, back a little bit from where I'm at. Right there is the premium spot. 6'9". That'd be basically 7, so that'd be 7'7". So there's 5, 6, 7, 7. Two rings straight to the left. And that should put me on the best straight line to the cup. And hitting it to the left, it actually put me a little closer to the cup. So we can go off of this island and bounce over, or we can do a rough bump here. With this wind, that rough bump might be a little difficult because that wind does distort your rings. Or we can start off on this side and do a backspin shot, which I didn't bring the club for. So I'm going to be bouncing off the island more than likely. The rough bump is kind of risky because I'm not exactly sure what the wind adjustment is. And there is definitely an adjustment down there for that. And depending on which way the wind is blowing, that adjustment changes. And I don't know what it is, and I don't want to. We're trying to force shootouts, and my opponent is definitely in shootout range. There's max, there's min, so I'm at minimum club. So let's leave enough room to work the wind out. And it is 5.8 times 1.1 divided by 1.2, I believe. It's 5.31 rings. And there's 5. 3-1. Isn't it perfect? And I think I got the 3-1 wrong. Whew, I barely missed. Barely. Woo! Look at how lucky that was. I barely fucking made that first bounce off that island. It damn near clipped the rough. And then to go in, that was shit ass luck right there. That was fucking, I will take it every day and twice on Sundays. Woo! Look at that. Blind squirrel finds a nut. Alright, hole number 8. What do we got? Alright, this big ass par 3 right here. I like to get all the way to the bottom, but I'm not sure in pro. Like in pro, I'm gonna go look at this hole because this hole and me have a funny history together. I like to take this shot from right down here and go straight at it. But I think in pro, a lot of times you find yourself taking the shot from up here, and from up here, it's like, shit, it's like way the hell down. And I can tell you, in my personal experience on this hole, if you're up here and you put on 5 backspin and you go, yeah, man, it's perfect, put on 6. Like, set it all up, go into your ball thing and put 6 backspin on it instead of the 5. Because if it looks like it's perfect, it's so far uphill from here, going down the hill, that by the time it gets down there, your ball guide's not representing all the carry that it has, and it will end up going long of the hole. So you need like one more backspin than what you think you need. But if you start off down here at the bottom, you need max backspin. And that might work on days where there was tailwind or sidewind, but it's definitely going to be problematic on headwind days, I think. So let's bring out my Thor's hammer. And let's bring out a big ass ball, like the Titan. And let's go get her done. Get her done. Thor's hammer with the power 3 balls, 1.7 per ring. 1.3 times the wind divided by 1.7. I'm not sure where I'm at in my club, to be honest with you. Times. Not sure where I'm going to be. When you're in one-on-one, you don't care about where you're going to be. You just play wherever you're going to be at. But in tournaments, you can set it up so that you're coming with the right shit. And I don't know what the right shit would be here, so. We're going to find out real quick. Okay, I am at minimum club with a power 3 ball. So let's switch that up to a power 1 ball. Oh, I got plenty of red line. Max backspin. I'm going to go right at it. 6.9 divided by, and I'm at minimum club. Minimum club is 2.1. 2.1 plus 0.1. 4.37 rings. There's 4.37. Isn't it perfect? Perfect. Perfect. When I first started playing, and if you've been watching my videos for a long time, and some of my long-time listeners and friends, Kyle, Mike D, they know the deal. That, like, I didn't fuck around with these par 3s when I first started shooting videos. Like, there's a lot of these par 3s that can eat your lunch. This hole right here can eat your lunch. It's like, don't mess around with it. Instead of bouncing up there and putting the sand into play and all this shit into play and all that stuff, just go down there with a backspin club and stick it to the green. And if you don't make your hole-in-one, who cares? Get your birdie and move on to the next hole. These par 3s can ruin your rounds. Ruin them. And there's no recovering. Like, you tank your shot on a par 4, you can recover. You tank your shot on a par 5, you might be able to recover. But these holes right here, you tank your drive, you're done. You just dropped the shot. It's hard to screw up when you started off on the green and you were still on the green. Hole number 9. Alright, what is hole number 9? Damn, we went through that round pretty fast. Alright. Alright, we're playing to the right. And I need a kingmaker and my number 5 bag. Kingmaker, heartbreaker. 1.1 times whatever the wind is, and not so sure. In Pro, it shouldn't be higher than 10% on the drive, but we'll do a 10 just to be safe. And it is absolutely imperative I hit this drive. This is one shot at a time. This is like that other par 5. You've got to succeed on your drive or you are in the shit. Now, a whole ring set's 7.5, so they're getting pretty close up there to the top of if they just hit it perfect, and they are rubbing the nubs on the bottom. So, I mean, even though that's not a lot of overpower, I mean, they've got everything going right here of clipping the rough. That is bad. 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 Let me repeat. Any questions? $6.5. I'm going to do 7.2. I'm going to do not much right there. And I'm going to lean just slightly to the left. Hitting it perfect. Now it's all about whether I put too much topspin on it and I roll out right there. I am not fucked, but I am not in the perfect spot. I'm like 3 inches away from the perfect spot. I can make it over to this fairway right here and run it up to the cup and end up in front of the hole. Now, they might be able to, with that wind, get over to that other side, but I'm not sure that it's worth the effort, because if they end up in the rough, they just really screwed themselves. But if they end up on the other side, they did help themselves out, and they did end up on the other side. Excellent. 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 They gave themselves every opportunity to recover. .54 is going to push me forward about that much. Excellent. 5.4. I'm going to do 6. I'm going to put the forward moving wind back in. Just try and hit it straight up. One ring great to the right. Maybe 2, maybe 1.5. You stay on the fringe. Stay on the fringe. All right, recovered. Did I shoot a clean round? Holy shit, did I go out and shoot an absolutely just a clean round? I did have to recover a couple times, and I did have to scramble in order to get the stuff done, but I actually went out and shot like I was playing one-on-one and just shot a clean round, forced to shoot on every hole. I won a couple times out on the course. Look at that. Now, most people I see play a thorn, play this backspin, and I can tell you a lot of shit can go wrong with a backspin shot. Because when it hits the course there, if it hits on a little bit of a hill, it'll start going off on a different angle and a lot of shit. And the thorn has a buttload of ball guide. That's why you can get that tail. And on a shot like this, it would be better to run the ball up to the cup. There are some holes that, like, doing the backspin is definitely the way to go, but it can just get off like, hey, dude, that's not a one-trick pony. That thorn has all kinds of tools. Why didn't you just run it up there? Fuck, you had a clear running area and you've got 4, 5, 4, 6 ball guide. Jeez. That is not using your club to its fullest potential. Hitting it perfect. See if the wind was a factor. You hit the flagpole, wind was a factor. I was hedging my bet I set it off on the left-hand side of the flagpole. If wind wasn't a factor, I could make a perfect and a great to the right. And if wind was a factor, a perfect would go in. There we go. There we go. Just a nice clean round, and I think I picked up 2. I did. I picked up 2. Look at that. Look at that. And there was a bunch of holes out there that I had. Hole number 1, we got a great opportunity to pick a shot up. We got opportunities. All 3 of these holes right here, we have opportunities. There was another one of the par 4s in there that I missed the shot, and I was in the perfect spot. There's an opportunity on every hole in order to get the 14 or the 15. Like, we really do have that opportunity. And it could be a variety of holes. There's so many holes here we do have an opportunity to make, or to put ourselves in the right spot. And there's one of the par 5s I have not put myself in the right spot yet. There is a killer rough bump there, and I've made that shot a bunch of times, but I haven't been able to succeed on the drive. I like my chances. It's one of those types of tournaments. All right, thanks for watching. Just a nice, easy round. No planning, no notes, no nothing. Just playing the course. There you go. There you have it. That's what it looks like. That was my qualification round. I did post the my practice round from yesterday this morning, but I'll post this right now. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day. I still got a rookie round to play. I still have a couple rookie rounds to play. And I am just finding it difficult with multiple accounts. You have multiple clubs, and you got to keep track of multiple numbers. And it's I'm starting to lose it where I don't actually. I'm trying to remember how to play. Have a good one.